top of the morning, and it is a beaut.
And the hope of the Irish as the future champion of the world.
A podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio.
Here's Barry J. McDonald and the RightCom.com podcast.
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode from RightCom.com. And today's podcast episode is entitled, Are Your Goals Getting You Down? Well, are they? Are your goals depressing you right now? You know, have you said that you are going to do X amount of things in X amount of days and you just haven't got there? Or maybe you are running away from goals because you feel that if you write it down on a piece of paper, if you say it to someone, well, then it's something that you need to actually do. And maybe that goal just seems so far out of your comfort zone. It seems like something that you can't achieve and you're afraid of telling anyone about your goals because of that. Now, for the longest time, I used to beat myself up with my goals. Now, what I mean by that was that sometimes I used to say to myself, well, Barry, you're going to write 3,000 words of fiction today. Or you are going to make 5 videos. Or maybe you're going to do 2 podcast episodes every day. And while those goals, were all good and great, sometimes I didn't write the words. Sometimes I wasn't able to get all the videos done. And sometimes even record 2 simple podcast episodes was just a complete nightmare. I just screwed up. I had to redo them over and over again. And I just got totally frustrated with myself. And I just threw in the towel. And I said, I just can't do that. I can't record them today. So I used to beat myself up with them goals. And when you think about it, it's crazy that no one was really setting those standards for me. It's not like somebody gave me a memo first thing in the morning and says, Barry, you need to write 3,000 words, or you need to make 5 videos, or you need to do 2 podcast episodes. It was me kind of setting a high standard for myself, and then I was getting angry with myself, for not reaching that standard. And the other day I was just reading a book called Elastic Habits. Now, if you can get a copy of the book, I highly recommend you do. But I just bought a copy of it recently, and I was just reading through it, and he actually brings up that thing about goals and how we sometimes, kind of when it comes to a goal, it's either 0 or 100%. Either don't do it or we do achieve that goal. It's not like we write 200 words and that we're happy with that. No, it has to be the 3,000 words, or it has to be the 5 videos. 1 video isn't good enough, or 1 podcast episode isn't good enough. We need to, go 100%. We need to do the whole goals. Now, unfortunately, I can't remember the author of the book, which I should do, but I'm sure if you do a search for Elastic Habits, you will find the book on Amazon or wherever you normally get your books from. But he was just saying in his book that a lot of us kind of maybe need to lighten up a little bit, or we need to maybe set kind of goals inside that goal. Whereas, the maximum goal or the greatest thing that we could achieve today could be writing 3,000 words. But why don't we maybe just celebrate maybe just writing 100 words or 300 words or 500 words? Or maybe sometimes on those days when we don't actually want to record the 5 videos, how about we just say to ourselves, I'm going to make 1 video today, and actually pat ourselves on the back and say, congratulations, Barry, you did 1 video today. Today it wasn't a wasted day. You didn't get the 5 videos, but hey, we got 1 video done, and that's a plus. That's 1 extra video we have out there on the internet. Or, you mightn't be able to do 2 podcast episodes a day. You done 1, and 1 is better than none. But no, I couldn't see it that way. I used to see it as all or nothing, and I used to get angry with myself when I didn't reach the all. And if I kind of fell beyond this line that I actually had drawn in the sand. So it was actually me that was setting up this high standard for myself. Again, I was getting angry with myself. And it was only this past couple of days when I've actually read through that book, when I've kind of looked back at the things that I'd done in the past and how I used to get angry with myself, how I used to put myself down. Barry, you're stupid. Why can't you do 2 podcast episodes? How difficult is it to do 2 podcast episodes? Or why can't you sit in the seat here for a certain amount of hours to actually write your 3,000 words? You're lazy, or you're this or you're that. And I used to pick on myself. But as the gentleman says in the book, the author of Elastic Habits, we should maybe break down that big goal into smaller chunks. Okay, if we don't do the 3,000 words a day, even 500 words a day is fantastic. It's better than nothing. Even doing maybe 2 videos a day out of those 5 is a great achievement and something we should celebrate. So if you are maybe, setting up some goals at the moment, and if maybe you're not if you are not reaching the targets that you are setting up for yourself, Why might not maybe just be a little bit easier on yourself? Just relax and just kind of go with the flow and just congratulate yourself for whatever actions that you're taking, that you are doing your 100 words, or that you're doing your one podcast episode, or that you are, writing only maybe 2 pages of your book. Celebrate those small successes, because you will find, as I have found, some days I could write the words, other days it was just like I was running in glue. So if you have a goal, don't do stupidly what I used to do, which was to beat myself up, to pick on myself for a goal that I had set. So maybe just relax a little, take it easy on yourself, and just, appreciate all the small goals along the way to achieve that goal. And if you don't get the maximum things done today, getting anything done is something that deserves a good pat on the back. So don't be so hard on yourself, and don't be like me, who used to let my goals depress me and get you down. Use them to build you up. Use them to get you out of your comfort zone, but don't use them as a kind of a stick that you beat yourself up with. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us today. If you'd like more from the Writecome.com podcast, be sure to subscribe now for more tips, tricks, and ideas you can use to make more money from your words. See you in the next episode.